Good morning. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to get into some Pecky Cypress. Well, slightly Pecky. And the thing with Cypress, Pecky Cypress anyway, sometimes it's crap, sometimes it's Christmas. So you don't know what you're going to get, and it's one of those deals that it's kind of a love-hate relationship for me. But got a good handful of logs. Let me show you what we got. Okay, these are all the logs that we're going to get into today. As you can see, not all of them have any peck on them. The small one here is pretty clean. Same with that one. Same with that one. That one's pretty ate up with it. That one might actually be hollow, which is kind of a fun fact thing. Back in the day, the sawmills around in this area, they would look for these pecky logs like this because the cypress will rot from the inside out. Once the tree is cut, the peck stops. It stops growing. It's caused by a fungus that invades the tree from the roots. But what they would do is they'd make pipes out of it because the peck is soft and they can hollow it out and they can do a little joinery or put a metal band on them to join the sections together and be able to have a pipe to move water around. Obviously, it's not a high pressure pipe. Looking at it from this end, we got a little bit of peck. This is the butt end of the log. I don't know how well that's showing up, but this one's got some peck in it. And so does this big boy right here. Now, well, hello, Freya. What do you want? Freya hears me out here talking, thinks I'm talking to her, so she's got to come get a scratch. Anyway, where was I? Oh, the client wants a bunch of 1x12s, and he needs them about 40 inches long. So I'm going to go for getting 44-inch log sections. And this one right here is big enough that I believe I can get 2 in one. I could cut this log off at about 88 inches, and which would put me just below. See right here where the log has a crook in it. I could cut right up in there, and I believe that'll be around 88 inches or so. And that way I can use this nearer section for 1x12s, and if I still have 18 inches beyond that, I'll try for another 40-inch section in there. But I'm kind of restricted. If I try to cut it as a longer piece, I'm not going to get 1x12s. I'll just cut too much off of the log, creating the cant. This one looks pretty interesting. This one was clear on both ends. It's got some knots in it, so it should be kind of a nice bit of wood in there. And this is the one that here. The other end of it had a lot of peck in it, and this end is pretty clear. So this might end up being just a short log in the end. We'll see when we open it up. So that's it. We'll get this going. Okay, so here's our first log. This one's got a little bit of peck on the far end and clear on this end. But as you can see, it's it's a nice straight log. It actually curves in 2 directions. This end nearest that's pointing at us is actually curving up, and then the far end down there, as you can see, it's curving to the right. The overall length of this piece is 23 feet. So I'm going to cut 2/8 and have a 7. The 7 will be on this end over here. This is our smallest part, and because down here it's pretty small. I think it's under 12 inches. Yeah, it's only like 9 inches across. So what I'm going to end up doing with this last 7-foot piece, I'm going to cut this into 1-inch by 1-inch stickers, so that he gets all of his material back. But I'm not. That's going to be the best use of that narrow log. One thing, this is that I just noticed, a little cypress burl here. So I'm going to try to shave that off and see what I can get out of that. That's going to be mine. Burls are awesome. Let's chuck this up on the lathe maybe. Make a little shot cup or a miniature bowl, or I don't know. We'll see. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to get the log centered, the center of the log centered on the cut. And that's close enough. I'm 7 inches to the pip on this end, 7.5 on the other. This is some good looking cypress. For me, this is Christmas. Now this is the perfect amount of the peck in it, where most of the board is solid and just enough in there, here and there, to kind of go, oh, that's interesting to look at. Especially when we get this stuff. It's kind of not showing up real well. But all of this, once it dries, will have a lot of relief to it all through here. All the way down like that. Still solid, but it's got that look. And I really like it. Now, and I get a lot of joy out of doing this. So there's some more of that over here. This whole center section of it. And you can kind of see this is the juvenile wood. This is the pith right in here. And it's all the way down the length of that board. That's why I was saying, you know, that's why they used to make pipes out of this stuff. Because it would do that. Awesome wood. Beautiful. Well, it's starting to look like a lot of this log is going to end up going into the burn pile. I'm going to give it to him, because he said give him as much as I can, so I'm going to give him all of it. But this crack that you can see right here, that's wind shake. And that's not going to be connected. That's all separated up in there. So this is, one of those things with Pecky Cypress. Could be Christmas, could be crap. This log looks like it's going to be pretty much crap. I mean, as you can see, I've kind of struggled trying to get boards out of it because this thing is just so wonky. But, I'm getting something out of it anyway. I'm going to take these couple boards that I just got done cutting off of the other face and stack them against here and see if I can get some clean edges going and stuff. But, yeah, this one is kind of a crappy log. It's pretty, but it's crappy. I don't know, maybe this will show up a little bit better here. You can see that ring shake and how it's not very well attached. Some call it ring shake, some call it wind shake. I call it ring shake because it follows the growth lines in the board. So it was probably got it subjected to a windstorm. and was stressed very heavily, and it ended up with that damage when that was very young. At least that part of the tree was very young. All that movement that you saw, that's as a result of internal stress brought on by that ring shake damage that I showed y'all earlier. Now this is Christmas or crap. That's the way it is with Cypress. Well, I can show you a couple things here that are going on. First off, you can kind of almost see perfectly the pipe in the juvenile wood of the log. But and the pith looks, the peck in it looks great. Looks like it might be awesome, but it's not. That's why I keep saying it could be Christmas, it could be crap. This is in the crap zone. It's just a little too far gone. It has some wind shake in it, and it's just done. I don't get a 1x12 out of this one. Okay, that'll do it for this job with Cypress. Had a few boards that were nicely pecked out, but a lot of them were really clear, really clean looking boards. So overall, I'm pretty happy. 500 board feet came out of those logs. So pretty good day. Remember to like and subscribe and share and all that happy stuff. And thanks for sticking with me, y'all. And I'll see you on the next one.